Hey y'all, it's Stacy with SouthernBite.com. Today we're making my honey garlic pecan chicken. This is a great meal that all cooks in one skillet. It has a decadent honey garlic pecan sauce that goes on top of these perfectly cooked chicken breasts. Your family's gonna love this. We've got a lot to do, so we're gonna jump right in. I've got 4 thin chicken breasts. Now, if you can't find the thinly sliced chicken breast, what you'll want to do is you'll want to put these in a gallon-sized zip-top bag and use a meat mallet or a rolling pin to beat them until they're about a ½ inch thick. This is going to tenderize them, and it's also going to make them cook a little bit faster and cook more evenly. I'm seasoning each of the sides of these pieces of chicken with a little seasoned salt. You can choose whichever brand is your favorite. It's just a great all-purpose seasoning for something like this. In our pan over here, I've got about 2-3 tablespoons of olive oil. We're just gonna cook this chicken right here in our pan. It will take 3 to 5 minutes on each side. We wanna make sure that we cook our chicken appropriately. This is the only time that we're gonna cook the chicken, so we're gonna cook it all the way through. You're gonna wanna do this until you get all of your chicken cooked, and then we're gonna move it outside of the pan, and I'll show you how we're gonna do that in just a second. All right, so we got all of our chicken cooked through. You know, if you have a meat thermometer, that's the best way to make sure that you get your chicken cooked all the way through, and the safest. We're gonna take, I put this on a tray with a rack just to keep it elevated so that it doesn't get soggy on the bottom. I'm gonna cover this with some foil to keep it warm, and now we're gonna work on our sauce. To the leftover olive oil that we have in here, we're going to add 4 tablespoons of butter and about a ½ cup of chopped pecans. Now in this step, what we're doing is we're toasting the pecans. That's gonna add some great flavor to them, get them nice and toasty. We're gonna cook this for about 3 minutes until all the butter has melted. The butter's gonna foam up, that's totally normal. Next, we're going to add about 1/3 cup of chicken broth. And in this step, what we're doing is we want to scrape all the stuff off the bottom of the pan. All that brown goodness is called fond, F-O-N-D. And there's tons of flavor down there that's going to help flavor our sauce. Next, we're going to add to this about 1/4 cup of honey, 3 cloves of garlic, and some salt and pepper. We're gonna let this reduce down, thicken, and then it's ready. Plate this up, serve the chicken with this on top, and I'm telling you, your family is gonna love this. It's something different, but there's so much flavor in this quick and easy dish. Remember that you can find this recipe, tons more, on my website at SouthernBite.com. Y'all enjoy.
Mary, just looking at that picture of this dish makes it look like it took hours to prepare, but you can probably get it done in ½ an hour or less. Cooking the chicken's really what takes the most time.
Get the recipe online at SouthernBite.com and click on the Simply Southern TV tab at the top of the page. And if you want to use local honey for that recipe, you can find a honey producer near you at sweetgrownalabama.org. Thanks to Sweet Grown Alabama for sponsoring this segment.
And thanks to you for watching Simply Southern today. We really appreciate you watching and hope you'll be back with us again next week when we'll find out who was named Alabama's Outstanding Young Farm Family.
And you might not think about the grass in your yard, but it's a big business in Alabama. Next week, we'll visit one of Alabama's sod farms. I'm Mary Wilson.
And I'm Kevin Worthington. We'll see you next week.
Simply Southern is produced by the Alabama Farmers Federation and made possible with the support of Alabama Farmers Cooperative and these sponsors.